Greetings once again, spacefaring adventurers. Duuz-Diz-Din back again with Eden Zero, where things are getting complicated. As last chapter, Void left the Edens 1, chasing down Mother, as she is almost in sight. Shiki and Rebecca have given chase, but Shiki makes a brief detour, running over to Sister to grab some supplies. He also hears about the imminent self-destruct of the Eden Zero. While his initial thought is have everyone evacuate, Sister makes it known that Hermit is doing her damnedest to make sure the place they have called home for so long is not destroyed, and she believes in Hermit. Ultimately, Shiki knew this decision would come to it. No one would willingly sacrifice the Eden Zero, but he asked anyway, just in case. So he uses his warp ability to head back to Rebecca with an energy drink, allowing her to heal from the use of her cat leaper ability. She's also come back with Happy and Pino, cause you gotta have the mascots in the mix. He also grabs a drink that will allow him to temporarily survive in space. Sister's got it all. So all this while that Shiki's been gone, Rebecca has been booking it at light speed, which is especially why she needed a little bit of replenishment, you know? And before you know it, they've caught up with Void. Shiki comes in with a devastating right hook on Void, but Void, he's undeterred, because she's finally, truly in sight. Our heroes gasp in awe as they can see her in the distant. Mother. This is it. We're coming down to the wire. The final battle will be raged out in the depths of space, close to the end goal for everyone. What'll happen next? Join me as I find out, won't you? And we see it. Shiki with the Leo Starfighter behind him, and Void behind him. Mother. She's still quite a distance away. I mean, she's massive, so just because you can see her doesn't mean you're close. But I guess for her, it's not every day you actually get a front row seat to your imminent death or preservation. This is Eden Zero, chapter 266, Soldier of Love. I wonder, are we talking about Weiss or talking about something else? I feel like it's white. Ooh, a nice color spread. Huh. Sister, Valkyrie, Jin, they don't have the lines on their faces. Are they not androids in this picture? Weird. It's very cute. Also find it funny, the only character displaying cleavage ends up being Rebecca. It's like he had to work that cleavage in there somehow. Alright, so aboard the Leo Starfighter, Rebecca is in shock as she silently whispers to herself, Mother? Happy is overjoyed, saying, wow. And Pino is equally so, saying, there really is a person in space. We see her out in the depth. Mother. Ever. Rebecca can't be overjoyed as well, as she does say, and Shiki knows, saying, there's a bad guy right here, too. And Shiki rushes in, crying out, someone who's trying to destroy Mother. He clashes once again with Void, and as Void goes in for his own attack, he calls out, I will erase every single human being from this universe. I have but to destroy Mother, and the ether that gives humans life will run dry. Okay, yeah. So it really was the machinations of Void that causes the future for humans to have. It's funny though, because with the Mother being gone, even android life, kind of ends. It lasts longer than the humans, naturally, but it ends too. Void cries out, I do it all to create a world for only machine. As time goes on, he starts sounding more and more like Ramatra from Overwatch. I'm picturing that voice now. What I do now, I do for all machine kind. Like that kind of stuff. It's wild. It's wild I've never connected those dots before. Void with his massive metal mitts goes in for a punch that Shiki blocks, but Void swings again and manages to knock back Shiki. Shiki blocks the attack, but he's still flung backward. Probably hard to get your bearings fighting in space. No real up or down. But Void monologue. As long as Mother exists, our world will never be complete. Therefore, I must destroy her, he says as he knocks back Shiki, and Shiki is sent spinning through space. But Shiki questions as he cries out, why do you hate humans so much? Void simply declares, because they are foolish creatures. But Shiki then can't help but ask, What are you anyway? That is actually a good question. What the hell is Void at this point? Void simply states, my name is Void. I am the will of the Eden's One. Shiki rockets back into the fray, stating, but my grandpa, Ziggy, built the Eden's One. Grandpa never would have wanted a war against the humans. Void tells him, the One was equipped with artificial intelligence. That AI transcended human understanding. It rejected Ziggy's will and took on a mind of its own. And the conclusion it came to is that humans must be eradicated. Void says as he blocks a double kick from Shiki. And Shiki angrily tells him that conclusion is wrong. But as Void knocks back Shiki again, he says, then what is the point of humans' existence? Strife, bloodshed, hatred? You are a foolish race that destroys its own kind. He charges energy in his hand, stating that emotion is the most foolish thing of all. It is all because of this thing you call love. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. He then proceeds to take his energy and blast Shiki with it, saying, love is what breeds hatred, love of one's country, one's people, one's religion. Every form of love causes war. I mean, if you look at it from that perspective, you ain't technically wrong. Love, desire, you want for something better, you want for something more, and that want kind of leans into trying to take from others who have. Now, is that the correct frame of mind? Of course not, but it's not the most wrong frame of mind. And of course, Shiki comes in screaming, that's only some human, as he manages to knock back Void this time with a tremendous right hook. As Shiki cries out, we support each other. We cherish the relationships we have with each other. We love and are loved. That's what it means to be human. But Void then charges up his hands again, saying, I am the will of the universe. Oof, he blasts Shiki again, and this time, Shiki really feels it. Rebecca cries out for Shiki, and Void, still blasting Shiki, pauses, and then says, you asked me who I am, Shiki. And Shiki, struggling through the pain, listens. Oh, suddenly, ethereal chains then form around the blasted Shiki, and Shiki, wincing in pain, cries out, I can't move. Is it his gravity powers? Rebecca then races in with her starfighter, crying out for Shiki, but naturally, Void notices this. But Shiki's able to break free using overdrive. But, unimpressed, Void simply says, overdrive, eh? Shiki, with determination in his eyes, says, I will defeat you. And he races in on Void. Oh wait, I think these pages are out of order. Rebecca races in crying for Shiki, but Void manages to knock back Rebecca's starfighter. Rebecca, Happy, and Pino are jostled. Shiki cries out, Rebecca, stay out of this, because he's not in overdrive yet. And as Rebecca says, but Shiki starts to charge with his overdrive power, saying, don't worry about me, I'll be fine. And then he breaks free with overdrive. Okay, that narratively makes more sense. Void says, overdrive, eh? And Shiki says, I will defeat you with determination, then flies in. That makes more sense. Okay, again, they're out of order. Shiki and Void clash. Shiki unleashing everything he's got in it, the blow against Void, screaming out, and Void simply says, a mere human could never surpass me. Their blows glance off each other. Rebecca cries out for Shiki. Void charges up an attack, pretty much holding up his finger like Frieza, and Shiki, whose arm looks like it was rocked by Void's attack, is kind of prone, open to Void's next attack. And then something comes gleaming in from the distance. Rebecca, Happy, Pino, Shiki, they all look on in shock as something comes flying in. And it's Ziggy with the right hook. Just wha-bam! Right to Void's fate. Which, it's something that I was kind of wondering about, because, I mean, why couldn't Ziggy just awaken like he did previously? Because in this universe, Void is now a separate entity. Ziggy's not being controlled by the Eden's One. So it actually kind of makes sense that Ziggy could actually enter the fray this time. A stunned Void and Shiki look on, with Shiki questioning, huh? And as before Shiki can continue, Ziggy simply says, Shiki, I'll take care of him. And it honestly makes sense. I don't know if I ever brought it up, but it's like, we never actually see Ziggy's body in this universe. Yeah, Ziggy of the previous universe, he died. He straight up died. Shiki ended that existence. But Ziggy's body still existed in this universe. Nothing happened to it. The Edens won. Took off. Void was created. He wasn't possessing Ziggy in this timeline. So, I mean, we didn't have the Battle of Lendard. We didn't have that climactic fight. At most, Ziggy was just shut down. And it's entirely possible what caused Ziggy to shut down in so many other timelines didn't even exist. Shoot, Ziggy could have just been chilling on Granbell. And then he found out about what was going on and has been making his way after Shiki ever since. But Shiki's been speed running through his previous adventures, and it's just like, man, I can't catch up with this kid. Or shoot, maybe Ziggy's on the last of the power that he normally would have had. Like, there's a million explanations for why Ziggy is still functioning at this point. I'm really not surprised by this, because it's like, yeah, honestly, I'm more shocked that we hadn't seen him till now. But, I mean, if we had seen him before, he couldn't make his dramatic entrance, you know? But I am curious. I feel like this should be a tag team. This shouldn't be a, I'll take care of him, because, like, no, Ziggy, you're gonna die. I feel like you're gonna die. So I guess we'll just have to see. Does Ziggy still got the juice in him? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And were you caught off guard that Ziggy's here? Cause at first I'm like, oh, Ziggy. And then my mind was immediately like, right, we didn't actually see Ziggy of this timeline. And this is a timeline where so much has worked out so well. Of course, Ziggy wouldn't have fallen into the same disrepair that so many other versions of him did, only for him to be revived by the Edens 1 because Edens 1 got its own body. And because of Clown, it probably knew it's just like, hey, the Ziggy thing, it don't work out, bruv. Which is again why I'm so shocked that Clown went down so easily. It's just like, dude, you were the biggest Deus Ex Machina there was. Like, you became a living plot device and you just went out like a punk. Then again, I am kind of, if he was gonna go out, I'm kind of glad he did kind of go out to Moscow's other self, but still. But again, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the ride. And until next time, I've been Duuz-Diz-Din. Thanks so much for watching and I hope to see you in the next one. Till then, bye-bye.